comfortable seat. Actually, I lied. Let's start in child's pose tonight. So go ahead and bring your knees as wide as your mat, your big toes touching, and then sit your hips back, and then slowly make your way down into child's pose. Bringing your forehead all the way down to the mat. Take a big inhale. Feel your torso lift up, and then on your exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper in between your legs. Reach your arms out in front of you. Breathe in. And on your exhale, let your hips get a little bit heavier. If it feels good, you can shift the weight subtly side to side, or stay centered. But think about letting that back side of your body get a little bit heavier. And now see if you can walk your fingers out a little bit further and feel like you're starting to get a stretch through the upper part of your back. And breathe here. Continue to draw in tremendous amounts of air, holding it in your lungs, and then exhale out as long as you possibly can. Deep, slow breathing. Slowly walk your right hand over to the right. Bring your head and torso to follow it. And then place the left hand on top of the right. As you breathe into this, see if you can push back with your left hip towards your left heel, stretching not only through your left hip, but also through the side of your body, up through your armpit, all the way into your fingers. Another long, slow, deep breath. And now walk back to center. When you're in center this time, gently rock your forehead side to side, massaging your third eye. Let your hips sink back, reach your fingers forward. And now slowly walk your left hand over to the left. Bring your head and torso to follow it, and then place your right hand on top of your left. Press down with your right hand. Let your right hip get heavy. And feel it stretch back. Big stretch through your right side. And now walk back to center. Lift your palms up so only your fingertips are on the floor like they're little spiders. And then see if you can crawl them out just a little bit further away from you, getting a stretch in your armpit and your underarm. And now drag your fingertips and pull yourself up into a tabletop position, lining yourself up so that your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Gently sway your hips side to side. Look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Drop your belly. Big inhale for cat spine, cow spine. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale. And exhale. Come to neutral. Peel your right arm all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, reach it under your left hand. Inhale, breathe up and open. Exhale, reach under. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, breathe under. Let your right ear come all the way down to the mat. Left palm faces up. Walk your left fingertips over your head, stretching out your arm. Roll onto the outer edge of your right ear. Make sure you're pressing evenly into your shins. And engage in this twist. Now slowly press back up, coming into tabletop. And peel the left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach it under. Peel the left arm up. Exhale, reach it under. Peel the left arm up. Exhale, reach it under. Coming all the way onto the left side of your head, your left ear. Rock your right fingertips out in front of you. And breathe here. Pressing into the side of your head and the back of your left shoulder. Think about rolling your heart open to the side. Twisting. And then slowly unwind, coming back into your tabletop position. Turn your left fingertips towards you, extend your right foot behind you, and rock back and forth. Stretching out both your leg, your calf, and your forearm. And now turn your left fingertips back. Turn your right fingertips towards you, reach your left leg back, and rock back and forth. So opposite arm and leg. Helps us stay a little bit more balanced. And come back to our neutral tabletop. Reach your left arm up, right leg back, and on your exhale, draw the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend into your bird dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Nice. Keeping your balance. Think about pressing your shin into the floor. Gaze straight down in front of you. One more. And then go ahead and come back to neutral. Waggle side to side. Maybe roll out your shoulders. If you need to shake out your wrist, go ahead and do that. And then reach the right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, keep the leg at hip height, thinking about not arching your back. Lifting your belly button up to your spine, keeping your hips square to the floor. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Last one, extend. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Go ahead and shake this out if you need to. If it feels good, moving around. And then curl our toes under, shift our hips back, and slowly peel up into a downward facing dog. Pedal this down dog out, shifting the weight from the right side to the left side. And then lift your heels up nice and high. Drop both heels over to the right so your toes point to the left. Twisting through your waist, stretching through your hips. Come back to center, lift those heels up nice and high, and then drop both heels over to the left. Breathe. Lift your heels up nice and high, and then let them get heavy as you come into a downward facing dog. Put your right leg up behind you, draw your right knee in and slide it up between your hands. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes. Reach your arms out and up. Coming into a crescent lunge, and then exhale your hips forward, gazing up at the ceiling. Breathe here. Holding this pose, pressing down through your big toe, your pinky, and your heel. One more breath. And then exhale your fingertips down, step back into downward facing dog. Let your heels get heavy. Float your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, bring it up between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Float your arms up by your side. Breathe in and then exhale, let your hips drop forward, gaze up at the ceiling. Whew. Got a little wobbly there. Press down through your shin and your front foot. One more big breath. And then rain your fingertips down. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up. Bend your knee. Open your hip. With your knee pointing up to the ceiling, can you rotate your right ankle in one direction and then rotate it in the other direction? And then extend the right leg back up behind you for three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, slide it all the way forward, up between your hands, lower your knee down, reach your arms out and up. Let your hips sink forward. Breathe here. Open and twist towards your front leg. Reach your right arm back, left arm forward. Draw your belly button in, feel your spine get taller. Press down through your left shin. Press down through your right foot, like you're pushing into mud. Take one more breath here. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Heels get heavy. Put your left leg up, bend your left knee, point your left knee up to the ceiling, and rotate your left ankle in one direction, and then rotate it in the other direction. Extend the left leg all the way up. Draw the left knee in, slide your left foot up, lower your right knee down, reach your arms out and up. Nice and strong, find your balance. And then once you have it, twist towards your front leg, reaching your left arm back, right arm forward. Press up nice and tall through everything that's connecting to the mat. Press down and feel yourself start to lift up a little bit more. Beautiful. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your right leg up behind you, bend your right knee, and now let's make some circles, bringing the right knee around with that leg bent. 3 big circles going in one direction, and then 3 big circles going in the other direction. Extend your right leg back up for three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, slide it all the way up. Lower your left toes down, come on up. Crescent lunge. Let your hips sink forward. And then reach up, twist to the front leg. Breathe here. Bring your left hand down, right arm up. Reach and twist a little bit more. One more breath. If it's available, reach your right hand back, maybe bend your left foot, hold on to those toes. Let your hips sink forward. Getting nice and heavy, big stretch through your left front hip flexor. Release the left foot. Put one hand on either side of your right leg, and then shift your legs back, coming into a half split. If you have blocks, maybe you want to put them underneath your hand here. Lengthen your spine, grow nice and long. Exhale, round. So just like cat-cow. Inhale, lengthen.
Exhale, round. Lengthen. And round. As I lengthen, I feel the stretch through the outer edge of my right hip. I'm dragging my heel towards me, digging it into the mat. One more round. And then roll back forward, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Breathing here. Put your left leg up, bend your knee, big circles. So your knee goes in and out and up and circle and circle, and then switch directions. And extend the left leg up behind you. Bend the left knee, slide the left foot all the way forward. Lower your right knee down. Reach your arms out and up. Let your hips sink forward. And then press up, twist to the left. Reach your left arm back. Think about drawing your belly button in to get nice and tall. Float your right hand down, left arm up to the sky, coming into your twist. Breathe here. If available, reach your left arm back behind you. And if you still have more to you, bend your right foot and maybe you can hold on to your right toes. Let your hips sink a little bit lower. And then release one hand on either side of your left foot. Shift your hips back, coming into your half split. Open into that cow spine. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Arch your back. Round your back. Think about digging your left heel into the mat. You're pulling that left heel towards your center. Activating the back of the leg. One more. And then roll the weight onto the left foot, plant one hand on either side, step back into downward facing dog. Pedal your down dog out. Right, left, left, right. And breathe. Gaze forward at your hands and slowly walk your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Bend your knees, reach for opposite elbows, and gently sway side to side. Letting your head hang heavy. Release your fingers and roll up as slow as you can, stacking your vertebra one at a time until you come all the way up to standing. Roll your shoulders back 3 times. And then roll them forward 3 times. Move into some sun salutations. So inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Step your left foot back into down dog. Pull forward into high plank. Lower your knees, lower your chest and shin, untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale through tabletop, back into downward facing dog. Float your right leg up, step your right foot forward, low lunge, open your heart forward. Exhale, left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold again. And then come all the way back up to stand, arms touch. Exhale your arms down by your side. One breath in, one breath out. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left leg back, low lunge. Step your right foot back, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower your knees, lower your chest and chin, untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale through tabletop into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your left leg up behind you, bend your left knee, step all the way forward, low lunge. Step your right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Inhale, bring your arms up by your side, high lunge. Exhale your hands back down. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to high plank. Lower knees, chest, chin, or halfway chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog and breathe. On your next inhale, lift your right foot up. Bend your right foot all the way forward, low lunge. Step your left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up to touch overhead. Exhale your hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your fingers, step your left foot back. Inhale up, high lunge. You can always lower your back knee if you need to. Plant your fingers, step back to downward facing dog. Pull forward to high plank. Lower halfway or knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Back into downward dog and breathe. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward, low lunge. Bring your right foot up to meet it. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, scoop all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down by your side. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, slide your right foot back. Inhale up to high lunge. Exhale, open your arms into T. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Pull forward to high plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward, low lunge. Exhale your left foot forward fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way out and up. Exhale your hands down by your side. Take a breath. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, low lunge. Inhale your arms up, high lunge. You can always lower your back knee if you need that extra stability. Open your arms into a T. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right towards your front leg. Breathe here. Exhale, left hand down, right hand down. Step back to downward facing dog. Pull forward to high plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, slide it all the way up, low lunge. Step your right foot up. Forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Palms touch. Exhale your hands down by your side. Bring your feet so that they are definitely underneath your hips. Think about lengthening your tailbone. Let your arms get heavy. Maybe close your eyes if that feels okay. We're going to stand here for 3 breaths. Recentering ourselves, checking in, making sure everything still feels good. All right, sit your hips back, coming into your chair pose. Reaching your arms up nice and tall. Weight is in your heels. Beautiful. And now stand back up. Shift your weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee up in front of you. Once you have your balance, place your left ankle on your right knee, and we're going to sit into our figure 4. Breathe here. Stretching through your hip. And now come all the way up. Shift your weight, shake it out if you need to. And then come back into chair with both feet on the ground. Weight back in the heels. Reach your arms out. Feel the muscles along your back. Relax. And now stand all the way up. Shift your weight into your left leg. Feel your right knee lift up. Place your right ankle on top of your left knee. Sit down into your figure 4. Breathe here. Let your shoulders relax. One more breath. And then reach all the way up. Let your arms come all the way down by your side. Breathe here. One more time, sit back into your chair pose. And breathe. Stand all the way up. Come to the front of your mat. Maybe close your eyes again. Take a slow breath. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa or skip it all together. And we will meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Let your heels get heavy. Let your mind clear. Press into your pointer and your thumb finger. Float your right leg up behind you. Draw your knee into your chest. Extend your right leg back up behind you. Draw the knee into your chest. One more time, up behind you. Draw the knee in, hold it here. Press the mat away, find that space, slide your right foot up between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips and open your heart forward as you let your hips sink down into your low lunge. Turn your left heel down, press into your left foot, and then cartwheel yourself up into warrior 2. Gaze out over your right fingertips. Sit your hips a little bit lower. Straighten your front leg. Let your fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt back down. Hold it here. Turn your right palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Big stretch through the right side of your body. Sitting down, trying to get your thigh parallel to the floor. And then come back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg, reach your fingertips forward. Let your right hand come all the way down to your shin or block, coming into side angle. Breathe here, into triangle, sorry. Let your right hip drop as your left hip shifts out. Try and straighten your spine. One more breath here. Squeeze your inner thighs, come back up to stand. Bend back into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here in down dog. Press into your thumb and your pointer finger, the knuckles and fingertips of your hands. Spread your toes. See if you can find space in between them. Float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee into your chest. Float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee into your chest. Reach your left leg up. Draw the knee in. Press the mat away from you. Find the space to slide your left foot up between your toes, your hands. Drop your hips, open your heart forward. As your hips lower, think about your right heel reaching back as you press the mat away from you to expose your heart. One more breath here. Turn your right foot down, reach your right arm out and up, coming into warrior two. Gaze over your left fingertips. Check that your feet are where you want them to be. Sit a little bit deeper. Straighten your left leg, fingertips touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Straighten. Exhale, melt. Straighten. Exhale, melt. Stay here. Turn your left palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Big side stretch. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Reach your fingertips towards me. Bring your left hand down to your shin or a block. Reach your right arm up. Think about dropping your left hip. Think about pulling your right hip up and away from you. Take one more breath here. Inner thighs active. And then bend the knee back into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. And we will meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Float your right leg up behind you. This time bring your right knee towards your right elbow so there's some turnout in that leg. Stretch the leg back up. Right knee to right elbow. Stretch the leg back up. Right knee to right elbow. And then draw the knee underneath your center. Slide the right foot up between your hands, low lunge. Turn your left foot down, press into the outer edge of your left foot, cartwheel your arms out and up, warrior two. Take a breath here, turn your palms to the ceiling, let your shoulders relax, and then turn your palms back down. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, melt back into warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, melt back down. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, melt. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. We're gonna add in a side angle this time. So bring your right forearm to your right thigh, reach your left arm out and over. Stay here. Let your right hip drop. Think about how long you can get from your left fingertips to the outer edge of your left foot. One more breath. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Bump your left hip back, then reach forward, coming into triangle. Right hand down, left arm up. See if that bumping first before you reach helps you get a little bit deeper into the pose. Rotating your arm up and forward. One more breath here. And then lift yourself back up. Turn both toes to the left side of the mat. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open your heart, and then exhale, slowly hinge forward. Bringing your chest and the crown of your head down towards the mat. Reaching your knuckles away from you if that's comfortable. Deep forward fold. And pull your knuckles, lifting yourself all the way back up. Release your fingers, come back up into that star pose. Exit into warrior two. Pause here. And then cartwheel your hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa if you want it. Chaturanga, plank, whatever feels good for you. Or just wait in down dog for the rest of us to catch up. Put your left leg up behind you, draw your left knee to your left elbow. Reach your left leg back up, left knee to left elbow. Left leg up, left knee to left elbow. Press down, drop the knee underneath your belly button, and then slide the left foot up between your toes. You're in your low lunge. Reach your right heel back. Feel the stretch in your right hip flexor. Lower your right foot down, cartwheel yourself up and open into your warrior two. Reach those arms out to either side. Turn your palms up to the ceiling to relax your shoulders, and then turn your palms back down. Straighten the left leg, hands touch overhead. Exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt back down. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Breathe here, sit a little bit deeper. This time we're gonna move into side angle. So bring your left forearm to your left thigh, reach your right arm up and over, nice and long. See if you can reach your right fingertips up and away from the top of your head, keeping your spine long. Staying here for another breath. And then come back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Pull your right hip back and then reach your left fingertips forward, coming down into triangle pose. Left hand on left shin or block, right arm reaches up into the air. Think about twisting and rotating the torso from above the waist. Take another breath here. And then stand all the way up. Turn your left toes to the right side of your mat. Interlace your hands behind your back, other thumb on top. Reach your arms away from you. Hinge forward. All the way down. Letting the crown of your head come down. Make sure that you're pressing into your big toe and your pinky toe and the center of your heel. Feel the backs of your legs stretch. And now come all the way back up. Release your arms, turn your left toes, come back into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down, step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Float your right leg up behind you. Bend your right knee, step it all the way forward in between your hands, low lunge. Turn your left heel down, reach your left arm out and up. Warrior two. Straighten and lift, melt back to warrior two. Straighten and lift, melt back to warrior two. Straighten and lift, and melt back. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Pause here. We're gonna flow 3 times to side angle, back and forth. So side angle, back to peaceful. Side angle, back to peaceful. Last one, side angle, stay here. Reach your left fingertips forward. Drop your right hip a little bit more. Reaching your left arm. And then come back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg, bump your hip back, reach your arm forward. Coming into triangle. If you want to move into half moon, we're going to bring our left hand to our left hip, bend our right knee, place our right hand on the floor or the block in front of us. Maybe you stay here with your left toes on the ground, or maybe you start to float your left foot up behind you. If you can lift your left leg, go ahead and think about extending your left arm. If you can do that, maybe you can turn your gaze. Stay here for a few more breaths. And then bend your right knee. Come back to warrior two. Take a breath. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, baby cobra or upward facing dog, or maybe straight to downward dog. And this is where we're all gonna meet. Put your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee in, slide it up between your toes. Open your heart. Turn your right toes down, open up, warrior two. Straighten your left leg, arms touch, exhale, melt right back down. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt. Lengthen and straighten. Exhale, melt. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Breathe here. We're gonna flow to side angle. So side angle to peaceful. Side angle to peaceful. This time we'll stay in side angle. Reach your right fingertips nice and long. Drop your left hip. Twist your torso open. Take one more breath. Lift up to warrior two. Straighten your left leg, bump your right hip back, reach your left fingertips forward, let your left hand come down, right arm up. Triangle. Breathe here. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Slide your left hand onto a block or the floor, right toes on the ground. If you're able to lift your right toes up, go ahead. Maybe you can lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Start to turn your gaze towards the right, opening into a half moon. Giving it a shot, giving it a try. And then bend your left knee, come back into warrior two. Take a pause. And now cartwheel yourself down, step back to downward facing dog, or take your last vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. And we'll meet in this down dog. Open your feet a little bit wider so you can sway your hips side to side. And now float your right leg up behind you. Draw your right knee coming into pigeon, slowing down, extending your left leg back behind you, taking figure four on your back if that feels better. And come down onto your forearms, forehead all the way down to the ground. Slow your breath down, take deep breaths. We'll be here for a little while, not only to reground ourselves, but also to give our body time to sink into these hip openers so that we know we're getting the most out of them. If it feels good to do a little bit of a side to side rock, or maybe you can stretch a little bit differently, explore all of that. And if you find a spot that needs a little extra attention, go ahead and do that too. Come on up to your forearms, nice and slow. We'll make our way into our downward facing dog. Or if you're in figure four, reach your legs up to the ceiling. Give yourself a chance to shake it out. And then lift your left leg up. Bring your left knee into pigeon. Slide your right leg back. When you're ready, come into figure four on the other side. Slowly come down into that lizard pigeon pose. Reach your right leg behind you. If your forehead is on your hands or a block or even the floor, rotate it side to side so you can massage that third eye. Notice if your jaw is clenched. See if you can let that go, maybe flutter your lips. Let your shoulders relax. Creep your right leg back a little bit further. And now slowly come back up onto your forearms. Coming back into a downward facing dog. If you're in figure four, reach your legs up to the ceiling. And then we're gonna come into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, legs crossed. We're gonna extend both legs out in front of us. Draw your right knee in, press your right foot down into the mat. Hook your right knee with your left arm and then sweep your right arm behind you. Sit up nice and tall, look over your right shoulder. Breathe here. Maybe you can take your right hand and hook it onto your left hip, twisting a little bit deeper. And now slowly release, twisting all the way to the left for a counter twist. Come back to the front, extend your right leg out. Draw your left knee in up to the ceiling. Hook your right elbow around your left knee and then sweep your left arm back and behind you. Coming into a twist. Come back to center, twist around to the right, counter twist. And then place both feet on the ground, knees to the ceiling, reach your arms forward and roll down to a slow 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms on the ground, lift your knees up so they're in reverse tabletop. Shins parallel to the floor. Open your arms into a T, press your inner thighs together, drop both knees over to the right, look to your left. Now, can you cross your right leg on top of your left to deepen the twist and deepen the stretch through your left hip? How close can you get your left shoulder to the mat, reaching your left arm away from you? Release the cross of your legs, stack your knees, come back up to center. Realign, shins parallel. And now drop both knees over to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Cross your left leg on top of your right. Deepening the stretch through your outer right hip. Let your right arm reach away, let your right shoulder get heavy. And now release that, bring both knees back up to center. Wrap your arms around your shins, hug your knees into your chest. Draw your nose into your knees, coming into a tiny little ball. Squeeze everything here. And maybe gently rock side to side. And then let your head come back down, let your feet come back down to the mat. You're gonna lengthen your tailbone, open your hands to the width of your mat, press your palms down. We'll take one back bend, so slowly peel your hips up, coming into a bridge. And we're gonna hold it here tonight, so press down through your feet. And now drag your heels towards your torso to feel that upper leg activating to protect your lower back. Lift your chest a little bit higher, chin to chest to chin, chin to the ceiling. And breathe here. Maybe you interlace your fingers and shimmy your shoulders together to reach up even higher. And breathe. Release your hands, lower down one vertebra at a time. Walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Let your knees touch. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And breathe here. Take this opportunity to do anything that your body might still need to do, taking any last minute poses, postures, twists, stretches, happy babies, leg lifts. Or maybe just move directly into your stillness, extending one arm away from you and then the other arm away from you. Extend one leg and then the other. Let your body get heavy. Let your feet fall open. The palms of your hands face the ceiling. Draw all your energy in towards your belly button. Think of everything crawling up your legs and your arms all the way into your center. Draw it all in, contract, squeeze. Everything moving into your center like it's the eye of a tornado. Hold it here, and then exhale, it just flows right back out. Center out, rippling all the way through your body towards your toes. Let your body get heavy, nice and still. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you want to, but if you're ready to come out, go ahead and wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Gently roll your ankles and your wrists. And reach your arms up overhead, stretching out nice and long. And when you're ready, roll onto one side. Pausing here. And now slowly press yourself up into your seated position whenever you're ready. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath, feel all of that life moving around inside of you. Acknowledge and thank yourself for coming tonight, for taking the time to practice. Thank you for allowing me to lead you through this practice. Namaste.